Hi Callum,
Hello.
Can I ask you a few questions? Would you say that you participate in either the online football community or the physical match attending fan community? If so, for either, can you give examples of how you do this?
I believe I do both. Purely the fact that I'm in lots of groups on Twitter, Facebook, stuff like Portsmouth fan groups. I interact with the fans. Basically, I talk about like post-match games, what I think, what formations we should play, and then I also go to a lot of games. So I go to Fratton Park, where I had season ticket for years. The only reason I stopped going was because I had work commitments. But yeah, so I go over now and then. I go to away games as well, so I participate in the matches as well.
Okay, thank you. How long have you been participating in these communities, would you say, overall?
So for the online one, the Portsmouth fan chats and stuff like that, I've been for probably about 6 years now, I'd say. And then going to games, I've been participating in them since it's about 8, 7 maybe, so 10, 15 years.
Okay, thank you. How would you describe the online football community?
I think when they come together, it's a nice community, very friendly, very bubbly, just all round nice. But then you get certain toxic traits, so a lot of people can slag fans, can slag players. Well, by slag I mean they abuse players online or abuse other fans online. So a lot of that goes on as well. And at games, I've heard a lot of abuse to players. I've actually heard racial abuse in the stands in the Fratton end when I had a season ticket there as well. So I've seen it online and in person.
That's interesting, because I was actually going to ask you the question before, how would you describe the match attending fan community?
Overall, it's good. It's, we're Fratton Park. You've been Fratton Park. It's very lively there. A lot of the fans have common sense. They know what they should say, etc. But then I've personally seen some fans actually racially abuse players. I think that someone's racially abused a fan to another fan as well. Like, why are you here? You're not from this country.
Right.
So there's been racial abuse within the stadium that I've heard. Yeah.
Okay. So based on that, then, what community, in your opinion, has the biggest influence on hooliganism, racism, and homophobia?
The biggest community.
Yeah, or the biggest influence. Which community has the biggest influence on those three things?
I'm not too sure now. I know people, there's groups like Tommy Robertson, stuff like that. I know a lot of his community and groups were football hooliganisms, and they went into a lot of racial abuse, etc. Yeah.
Okay. So, how would you say that these communities enable or disable such behaviour, in your opinion?
The communities enable like racial behaviour and toxic behaviour in a way where anyone can express any opinion. So in a group you can say what you want. There are admins in the group where they can like ban you or get you like basically before you want. In the groups on Facebook, there's an admin where they can ban you if you say any toxic words or racial slurs.
Right.
But to stop that, they can not post it at all. So you have to have permission from the admin to actually post it. Okay. So that's a way that they can stop it in the groups. But yeah.
Okay. Would there be any way of how that happens in the match attending fans?
Maybe report it to stewards, I'd say. Or report it to the club, and then they'll investigate, because otherwise, if you don't report it, and no one's going to deal with it. So
that is true. Yeah, you're right there. So, what would you say the positives of each community?
Again, the positives would probably be how we can all come together. We can express our opinions. We all have a say.
Yeah.
You can interact within the game, and it just. For people that say you struggle with mental health, it can be a massive way to release any demons in your head, because you can just speak to other people, get their opinions, and you kind of act like a family in some communities.
Yeah, I actually agree with that. I've been on both communities myself. So in the other way around with that, what are the negatives of each community?
Again, would be just the toxic stuff in there. So like like racial abuse, fans just abusing other fans. I think some community groups can actually have a negative impact on the players and the club as well. So if they're turning against them, they're abusing the players. Some players might actually look at these communities and it could have a negative impact on them as well.
Completely agree. I've encountered it myself actually, having been at Chelsea games. I've had the Red Boy chant aimed at not specifically me, but obviously fans, and on the tube as well, outside the ground. So completely get that. Do you think that both communities behave the same as each other? If so, how would you say they do?
In a way, I agree with that, because you express the same opinions off the pitch and on the pitch. So if someone's in a community on Facebook or Twitter, etc., on social media, and they're expressing that they want a manager out, or they're not happy with how the players are performing, they can also express that while at the match. So they can boo, fans can obviously chant what they chant. But I think you get it more on social media because you can express your opinion a bit more, whereas at the game you can't express it as much.
Very true. Finally, last question. What do you think is the impact of discriminatory content posted online from match attending fans on the online football community? So, for example, videos posted of racial abuse that's at the match, someone's filmed it and they post it online. How do you think that impacts the online community?
Oh, that could be massive, because again, if other fans are seeing that people in their own community are being racially abusing players, fans, etc., it can have a negative impact massively, just because you don't want to be in a community with other people that are like that. So same with players as well. Like I said, players do go on social media. They can see these videos that are being posted online, and that can have a negative impact on the club and on the players. It can also have a negative impact on the club's reputation if it's spreading all the way online. A video of like their community being like racist, it can have a negative impact on them as well.
Definitely. Thank you very much for your time, Callum.
Thank you.